I've decided to do my presentation on the pros and cons of modern technology, namely the modern technology of phones. Now, if you think about it, not long ago, we were pretty much homebound with phones with landlines. You know, first we had the wall-mounted phone, then we had, you know, the wired ones, and then we get up to, I mean, the newest ones are the wireless, but they're still landlines. I mean, I can't take this thing outside my house and make a call. Can't go anywhere with it. Just home. Then the next innovation in the phone community was cell phones. You know, the first cell phones were pretty big, only about that size. You know, you hold them up to your ear, you had to freaking really hold it there. Wasn't really effective. But nowadays, we have smartphones. And, I mean, the technology just keeps rising quicker and quicker. I mean, if you compare one of the older phones to even just this one, the difference is astounding. I mean, if you think about it, the old cell phones could only make phone calls. That's it. After that, they kind of upgraded them, built-in texting. But texting used to be really hard and really expensive. Now, I mean, for not that much of a price, I got unlimited texting, unlimited calls, and I can even get on the internet with this. Heck, with the press of the button, I get my news. With the press of another button, I can get on Facebook. Another button, I can even get the weather for today. Now, phone technology is continuing to advance, as you can see here with this picture of the Mozilla Seabird. Now, if you pay attention here, you can see that the Seabird has a holographic keyboard that when you set it down will project out the sides that you can type on. And below the phone is also a IR sensor area where you can move your finger around and it will use it like a mouse. Now, I don't have a picture here to show, but there's also another function for the Seabird that will allow it to project, almost in a sense, a computer screen onto a wall, and you can use, you know, your keyboard and your mouse, basically, use your phone as a computer and get on the internet whenever you want. I mean, that kind of technology is astounding. You know, 10, 15 years ago, that'd be ridiculous. No one would think about that. Nowadays, it's a common thought. I mean, even the touchscreen factor of the phone used to be something that was unthinkable. And now it's common. But, as I said, this is also cons of the technology, so the part I want to get on that is the device, the cell phone, that was meant to bring us close together has actually, in fact, driven us further and further apart from each other on a personal aspect. I mean, yes, I can call my neighbor, I can call somebody across the world, and it wouldn't be any difference. But the difference is people have taken to interacting with their phone to be more important than interacting with people face to face. I mean, as you can see here, I have this picture of mother's giving birth, nurse is holding the child for her, and she's more busy texting than with her child. You know, this may seem ridiculous, but it's common play. Just like this picture here, when you have two people sitting right next to each other, could be socializing with each other and are texting. More likely, they could be texting each other, but it's become more important to be able to talk to somebody through the phone than to actually socialize with them. And people have seemed to just come to expect it out of the phones now. Like, I work with a phone company. I do tech support. And I get people who, you know, they call up and they're, you know, say the cell tower's down. Phones are out. You know, even if just one function has, they can't get on the internet. Some people seem to think it's the end of the world because they can't use their phone properly. It's to a point I have to honestly say it's ridiculous. When I see people get upset because they can't text somebody who they could just as easily call, but it's the end of the world when they can't text them. You know, I mean, what I'm trying to get at here, and I mean, the phone, the cell phone mainly, has revolutionized this world. From the way we think, the way we talk, everything has been changed by the phone. I mean, even words have been created specifically for the phone. Short text. The word LOL was created specifically because of how much texting used to be. It was cheaper to type out LOL than it was to say laughing. So people adapted that. Many other words have come into play just because of the fact of phones. But when texting and calling somebody is more important than paying attention to the road or paying attention to something that's important in front of you, it seems to have become a problem at the same time. Now, like I said, even I can't really think about living without my phone now because it's the way I contact people. It's the way I interact with people because sometimes I can't really be around them. But trading out completely, or trading out your interaction with a human being just so you can talk with them on a phone, still seems ridiculous to me. I mean, if I had to choose my phone over my friends, I'd still choose my friends. But there'd be people who would choose otherwise. And that's what I'm trying to get at in this presentation, is the fact that, you know, phones have revolutionized the world, but the changes are both good and bad. So, thank you for listening, and have a nice day.